Hello. On behalf of the Garrett County Board of Education and all of us in Garrett County Public Schools, I hope this finds you safe and well. As promised, I would like to provide the parents, students, and the community as a whole with additional information regarding our current planning for the return to school in August. Right now, there are more questions than answers, but we will continue to work to provide you with as much information as we can. Please understand that as we learn more about the virus and as restrictions are loosened or tightened, our plans must adjust too. I know this can be very frustrating for all of you, but we will do our best to keep the lines of communication open. First, I would like to address a few of the questions that I received from the release that went out last week. This is the Reopening Maryland K-12 Decision Matrix. Each local school system is required to submit a detailed plan to the Maryland State Department of Education and have that plan posted to our website no later than August 14th, 2020. Our timeline to reach that deadline is to present the preliminary information to the elected Board of Education at their regular meeting on Tuesday, July 14th, and provide an update at their special meeting currently scheduled for Tuesday, July 28th. During that time, we will continue to solicit feedback from our planning teams, our staff, and our student and parent stakeholder teams. Next, I would like to reiterate that as we look at the 3 stages on the decision-making matrix, we know that the best option for our students, our families, and our staff is to return back to school in the green stage. However, if this is not possible, each school system is required to plan for a yellow and a red stage. Again, we will not know that until we get closer to our start date of August 31st. We must plan for each phase now. I want to bring your attention to 2 other very important components of this decision-making matrix from the Maryland Together, Maryland's Recovery Plan for Education. Every local plan must include what are now being referred to as non-negotiables. These are components that must be in every plan and include things like involving stakeholders, following curricular frameworks, and following all health procedures outlined by MSDE and the CDC. Finally, you will see that in step 3, local school systems can make determinations on specific groups of students, schedules, and delivery of instruction. However, depending on conditions in their locality, school systems may be more restrictive than the requirements outlined in the State Recovery Plan and the health and safety measures outlined by the Governor and the Maryland Department of Health. It says that Garrett County can be more restrictive, but as of right now, there is no provision to be less restrictive. The biggest question that we have received is regarding masks. As a precaution, right now we are still all being asked to wear them while out at retail outlets and out in public. While no definitive guidance has been given by the MSDE at this time, it is likely that students would wear masks on school buses and during transition times, but while working at their desks or in the classroom, as long as they are social distanced, then masks may be optional at that time. But again, right now we have received no definitive guidance from the Maryland State Department of Education regarding masks. Now, we know that the yellow stage is going to be our most difficult. The red indicates that all activities are conducted online, and the green indicates that all activities may fully resume. Then there is yellow. Yellow is the hybrid model of some in-person activities. Based on feedback from the internal teams and the student, staff, and parent stakeholder teams, I will be presenting a plan for an A-B schedule to the Board of Education on Tuesday, July 14th, 2020. This A-B plan is an A-B day plan that would follow an A-A distance learning B-B schedule. Students would be divided in approximately half. One group of students, the A cohort, would attend on Mondays and Tuesdays. The other group of students, the B cohort, would attend on Thursdays and Fridays. And Wednesdays would be reserved exclusively for distance or remote learning and independent study. Please know that we understand that this is not what anybody wants. This model means significant challenges for daycare and for work schedules. Student attendance would be counted for all 5 days during the week. But again, we remain hopeful that we can return fully in stage 3 with all of the safety protocols in place. Also, we are working on an internal matrix for decisions at every level in every department that looks much like this. However, we have added a blue column that is entitled the GCPS Online Digital Academy. This is currently in the development phase, but does include all of the requirements in red, yellow, and green, and blue includes the technology, social distancing, instructional delivery, special ed accommodations, grading, and many other student, staff, and parent needs for an online distance learning platform only. The school system has purchased a learning management system called Schoology. This platform is in the implementation phase right now. This means that learning will look very different than it did during the emergency closure last spring. More information will be coming out regarding Schoology so that parents and families can make an informed decision depending on what phase we are in. A timeline for decisions will be presented immediately following the Board of Education meeting on July 14th. I want to thank you for your patience and understanding as we navigate through this very challenging time in our lives and in our school system. I continue to be hopeful that we can return to school in August in the green stage 3. Thank you so much, and again, I hope each of you stays safe and well. Thank you.